Hello. All right, today we're going to talk about what to do about all those people you love and that you want to help get healthy. Hey, listen to this Half Size Me show. Listen to this girl. Hey, how about we learn how to maintain our weight? How about we learn to take a slight calorie deficit? How about we learn to meal plan, right? I have so many community members, coaching clients who have a family member that's struggling with their weight, a friend that's struggling with their weight, and they want to rush in and save them with all this great information that they're taking in. And the issue is, and I know this from personal experience, I lost my father-in-law 5 years ago to complications due to type 2 diabetes and obesity. I have family members that have diabetes and obesity, and you can try as hard as you might to make them do things differently, but until someone is really ready, and you can't force that, that's the hardest part. You have to sit on your hands and you have to wait until they are ready to hear, until they're ready to take action. You can't make somebody be ready. I wasn't. You couldn't make me be ready. I had people who were trying to talk to me when I was 300 plus pounds. Oh, Heather, let's do this together. Let's do that together. I'll help you. Well, great. I wasn't in a place to do it. I wasn't ready till I was ready to take action on my own. And when I was, guess what? Then I was willing to listen. And what it is we want people to be wanting to listen and take action on our timeline, what we think is best, when we have our aha moment. But we have to realize that's not how people work. People work on their own timeline. And some people, as tragic as this is to say, they're never going to get it. And I wish that wasn't the case, but they're not. So you have a choice. You can lament all the people that you can't change or convince or educate, or you can focus on the ones that you can. And here's what I mean by that. I have a client, she reached out to me. Her dad is struggling with his weight, is yet again going to go on another more extreme diet. She wants to teach him a better way. He doesn't want to hear about it. And she had 2 friends come to her in the same week that were receptive to hearing about how to track and how to meal plan, and they wanted to learn from her. And I said, what you have to realize is we put up a tunnel. We have a tunnel vision on who we think we should be helping. And this has been probably the hardest part of having Half Size Me since 2012, is realizing I can't, 1, save everybody. Number 2, there are people that pull at my heartstrings that are, I feel I've known now for a very long time, and I'd love to pluck them up, bring them to my house, cook for them, teach them how to do all this. But if they're not ready, they're not ready. And what that means is I can constantly focus on those people, or I can be very receptive to the people who come to me and say, hey, Heather, I'm getting this. I want you to help me learn this, or I'm willing to hear you. So kind of putting my personal preferences aside and being receptive to anyone and everyone that I could teach, as opposed to, this is my father-in-law, I have to teach him. No, if he's never going to be ready, he's never going to be ready. As much as I wanted him to be, he was not. So I look for those that are a willing recipient of the information. I shouldn't have to force it on them. I shouldn't have to bribe them to do it. They should want to do it and be willing to learn and listen. So what I want to encourage you to think about is, 1, be the example, live the life, be the teacher with your actions, not your words. People get very turned off by being preached to. They really want to see you walk the walk, live the life. That is way more persuasive than you telling them how to live the life and walk the walk. So do the actions, regardless of your weight. Somebody in the community said this. They said, I still am not, quote unquote, perfect with my diet. I'm still not at my goal weight, and so these people don't want to take my advice. Well, don't give your advice. Just every single day, do the actions. I always call it the proof is in the pudding. Let the proof be in the pudding, AKA your body will change over time. Your health will change over time. You will improve. People will observe this. Then when they are ready, they will come to you and say, hey, I've noticed you've made some substantial changes. I've seen you, losing weight, getting healthier. But you seem to be enjoying your life while you're doing it, having a Mountain Dew every once in a while or having a piece of cake. Tell me more. And that's the door to talking about it. You pushing the door open with your foot, kicking it in, whop-shing, is not gonna make it happen. People don't like that. I know I didn't like it. I felt very resentful of it. Like, why are you talking to me about my weight? I already know I'm overweight. I don't need you to tell me I'm overweight. I wanted to be ready to do it. And I wasn't always ready to do it. So because I guess I had that personal life experience, I understand about not being too pushy with people and waiting for them. But I can be an ultimate teacher by doing it myself, living the life I preach to live myself. And then when people contact me and they're really ready, whether it's the person I had tunnel vision on or not, that's my student, right? That's the person I'm helping. That's the person I'm teaching, regardless of who I think it should be. So what can we take from this video? One, as much as you want to help your loved ones and your friends, realize there's other people who need your help. And just because they're not in your tunnel right now doesn't mean they don't exist. They're out there. Number two, the best way you're going to teach and influence people in a positive way is to live the lifestyle yourself and not to force it on somebody before they're ready. Wait till they're ready, they come to you, versus you pushing in the door and making them feel like they have to listen to you. The next thing that's important is realizing that some people will never be ready, and then they may be ready on their own timeline. And you have to accept that. Just like I guarantee you, if I were to go back to you at multiple points in your past, there was times you weren't ready. Because I know that was me. There was plenty of times I was not ready. So you could have had the best message, you could have had the kindest face, you could have been the most wonderful with your presentation. In my mind, I was just not prepared to make that action happen. So I hope this video speaks to your heart. I hope it helps with that feeling of, but Heather, I just want to help my da 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 da. Yes, I get that. You may not be able to. You have to accept that. It's their life. It's what they put in their mouth. It's what they choose to do. But there might be somebody who's watching you right now who comes to you in a couple weeks or a month and says, hey, I've been watching you. You're doing great. Could you teach me what you're doing? That's your student. That's the person you're teaching. It may not be the person you thought you were put here to help, but that's who you're helping. And so your actions ripple out in all kinds of positive ways. Don't just assume it should be with your immediate friends and family. All right, guys, please like and subscribe to my channel. Tell me how I can better help you, and I will be back soon. Take care.